Right, to start this drawing, obviously you need to do a rough spider shape. You can look at a black widow if you want, or you can just copy mine. You can do the legs however you want, and the body as fat or as little as you want. This is obviously just rough, so it doesn't really make a difference if it's uneven or anything like that. And then you just go over it with your pencil, just giving the legs the different ridges and making sure that they're all long enough and one's not far too long, like that bottom one. And obviously thin down the body a bit because I made mine rather fat. And then, yeah, just make sure the body fits the back bit. And then once you've done that, you just obviously go over again. You make sure you've got the hourglass on the back, because that's like a black widow trait. It's usually red, but I made mine a darker brown because it's a really dark spider. Like, I've added a lot of shadow. And then I just started with the fine liner. You can change it how you want while you fine line. Your pencil's really just a guide. Obviously I'm not following the pencil lines like exactly, but it doesn't really matter. You can just change it how you see fit. The little white bits are obviously just to add shadow, make it more realistic, and you can just add them really wherever you want. It depends where you want the light to be coming from. So obviously that's starting to look a little bit better, and then you just continue until you've got it all fine lined. Just making sure you're leaving gaps where the light is, so it's not all like one tone. That stops it from looking realistic. I drew the spider really small, but you can draw it as big as you like, really. It just follows the same rules. Just make sure you add a little bit of texture to the back, because they've got fur. Well, hairs, but I like to call it fur, it makes it sound less scary. And then I'm just adding pencil in to add a bit of depth and tone, and I was just rubbing out the pencil on the legs so I've got a more clear picture of it. And then I'm just shading in some of the bits of light so it's got tone again, and then adding the brown and a bit of red on top. Right, now this is the part that makes it look realistic. It's the shadow. Now you can use your finger for blending, you can use a blending pencil, but I got left a comment a couple of videos ago to get these, and I can't even remember what they're called, but they're so good. So yeah, you just follow the legs, add a bit of shading to all of them, and then it gets that realistic look. Then you can add a bit more shading, you can make it a bit darker, you can do whatever you like with it really. And there's your spider, and I'm just adding a little bit of light. This is a white charcoal, I think. And yeah, that's the spider.